a video on something I've done before. So, it was a program on Greece that I watched, and they were doing lots of meze, isn't it, Greece? Meze dishes, and there was one where it was pancakes layered with cheese, and I've done it before, and I've done it with different types of cheese, but I've managed to find out what cheese was used, and I've managed to get a more appropriate cheese. So it's not the correct cheese, it's a Greek cheese that you're supposed to use. I've forgotten the name of it, I'll put it in the description if I can find it again. But I managed to get the alternative off the internet, and it's a ricotta salata, which is slightly aged ricotta cheese. So when you make ricotta, you then salt it and then you age it slightly. So I've only tasted a little bit of this so far. I had to order it especially. So it's not like anything you tasted before. Oh, it's salty. I can't remember if it's a sheep or a goat's cheese, but you kind of get that funky farm type flavour to it. So it should be more interesting. So I've got 150 grams here, grated already. I've cooked some pancakes, but what I want to do is I've cooked the pancake on one side, because it's obviously going to be frying in the pan. I've cooked it on one side, then I'm going to flip it over and put the cheese on, and then it gives it a little bit more time to cook. So I've done one for the fried on one side, the top, and one for the fried on the other side, the bottom, and then we've got some pancakes that are already cooked for the layers. So let's put some fat in the pan. I don't want it to stick. I have to put that somewhere safe. It can go on top of there. So that can go on top of there, out the way back, and then I want a little bit more fat in the pan. Although I think some fat will come out of the cheese, but we just don't want it to stick, and I want it to fry properly. And when I was watching the program, there was quite a lot of fat in the pan. I think that might just be the fat coming out of the cheese. So the idea is that we want to cook it all, melt the cheese, so it's but we don't burn the pancakes on the outside. So I suppose some of it coming out the sides would be a nice thing. What's that? That much, maybe a little bit more. Then pancake, and then more cheese. Turn that down. Not sure how many pancakes we're going to do. Maybe 4, maybe 5. Yeah, so yeah, and then I'm going to do this another way as well, I've decided. So it's going to be like a 3-for-1 type of video. And another one. Shall we leave it at that? No, we'll put another one. Let's make it bulky. And then that. Right, so that was 150 grams. Let's do another 50 grams. I'll just have to grate it off camera as we're going. And then it's 200 grams and 5 pancakes. So we know roughly what the recipe is. Last layer's going to be a lot of cheese. So that one down like that. So that's 200 grams worth of cheese. It's really expensive. And I had to order it specially. And then pancake with the uncooked side up, because we're going to flip it over. And then cook that fry it gently. So the idea is that we crisp up the pancake on the bottom and melt the cheese. What we might do is might flip it over a few times. So we'll kind of cook it. Let's put some more fat. Let's put some more fat in. It's not stuck. I just kind of wanted it to fry. So cook this gently, and then we'll flip it over. Might have to use a plate to do that, and then we'll fry the other side. Keep cooking until it's nice and crisp, and then all the cheese is melted, and then we'll cut into it and have a look. I did it with cheap Italian hard cheese before, and I've also done it with just like cheap, like red Leicester from the supermarket, and it was nice. But I kind of think I wanted to do it a little bit more authentic. Can't remember the name of the cheese, but it can be a gentle cookie this, so I might just have time to quickly look on the internet. Although, let's be honest, I won't know how to pronounce the cheese anyway. But it wants to be the similar cheese. There's similar cheese in Greece to a riccota salata, which is an Italian cheese. But anyway. Not that far away from each other, are they? How's that looking on the bottom? It's already cooked. It's slightly colour. So, we'll let that carry on cooking, and then we'll see how it turns out. So the cheese is Mizithra. Anyway, so it looks about ready. Let's take it out. Let's turn it off. It's not melted how I kind of expected it to, but it's not right cheese. It's ricotta salata. It's a Mizithra, but I can't get hold of that. But anyway, just cut into it, and it's a goat's cheese, which is what ricotta salata is, I think, or this one is. I have it stuck together. Oh, there you go. Not exactly how I imagined it. Not exactly how I imagined it. Let's have a taste. It's alright, too much cheese though. Too much cheese. So, let's do it again. Let's do, mind you, the amount of cheese for, if I cut down on the amount of, see if I take 2 layers out, it's not making that, it's not going to, it's still going to be the same ratio of cheese, isn't it? No. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Right, so let's get that pan wiped out. And let's just pause for a second while I grate a bit more cheese. Right, so more fat in the pan. Pancake in. Doesn't matter that it's not cooking yet. And then 25 grams worth of cheese on a layer. So less cheese. So it was 50 grams before. It's 25 grams this time. And what I'm going to do is we're going to cook it slightly like that, and then we're going to fold over and then fold it over again. Should cut a bit of some of that cheese back. Not to worry. Let's salvage some of that cheese. No, not really. No, I'll just do a little bit more. So I'll fold it over. So let's pretend I haven't put all that cheese on. It's actually quite Moorish, is this? Certainly needed more fat when I was cooking it though. More fat, less cheese. No, let's just do that. Let's do that. Let's not put any more cheese on, because that's about the right ratio of cheese. So we'll wait until this side becomes more crispy. I think the crispiness will be key. So, I don't want that getting more crispy, so let's flip over and then fold in half, and then that side and the other side are the sides that haven't been fried as much. So I can get more cooking. Just starting to smoke is that I've used chicken fat, which has got a lower flash point than other cheeses, than other fats. So we can flip that over, and then we can get maximum cooking time and maximum crispiness for the right amount of cheese, and then we can compare. I think that would have been a better idea in the first place, but we live and learn, don't we? Well, I live and learn and then forget. So it should be enough heat to melt the cheese better. I sounded wrong with that. Honestly, it feels like I'm going to drown it in more fat. Like the cheese isn't very fatty. That's better. Then we'll flip it over one more time. And we'll see how it is. So I want it to go crispy, really. That's better. I think I did it like this before. I can't remember. Really should have rewatched the video, shouldn't I? We're getting that nice crispiness on there. It's not going to be crispy there. I don't think it'll ever be crispy there. Let's take a picture. Hang on. It's starting to smoke, so I'm going to say that's ready. Oh, yes, certainly ready on the bottom. Got a little bit too far. Crispy, crispy. Feels better. Still, the cheese hasn't melted that much, but there's less cheese to pancake ratio, which I think will be about right. That's much nicer. Much nicer. But Was it fried cheese? What happens when we fry it? It's got that halloumi kind of taste to it. You know, there's that taste of halloumi. So I wonder if you could grate halloumi and kind of do the same. So it doesn't want to melt. Let's get that out of there. Something that's not going to set the bin on fire. Let the pan out. And then what do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do. It's kind of not going what I want it to do. It's not melting the way I kind of want to do it. So I think there'd be better cheese to do this with. I mean, it's nice. It's just not. Tastes like halloumi. Nice. It's just not what I'm expecting. You know what? My original experiment was with some cheap red cheese. I have got some cheap red cheese. Re-grated it. So let's have a go with this. It just wants to be on one side, doesn't it? And then I want to flip that over and press that down and then fry. I mean, concerned, it's concerned I'm not that happy with it. I'm eating plenty of it, aren't I? Let's be honest. I might have to find the video again and rewatch it. Maybe I'm putting too much of this cheese in. Nicer when it's slightly cold. Maybe the crispiness is the problem. Let's look on the bottom of this. So same principle again. Fry it on both sides. Put the cheese on one side this time, fold over, and then we can get more heat going into the cheese. And then we'll quarter it again. I might flip it over just in case. Yeah, you can see the fat coming out of the cheese, the cheap cheese. So, flip over the can, and then in half. See, that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted it to go gooey rather than not melting. And if we can get the cheese to go crispy, goes out the way. And then flip over again, and then we get that grilled cheese thing there. Well, it's going to be a short video, but most of my videos were going to be short videos. Ended up getting far too long. I think that fried cheese got lovely. Yeah, it's going to be one of those videos where I just kind of do something. I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing it, but I'm just curious about something. And it'll take us on to somewhere fun in the future. The problem is it's going to be like molten lava when I've done. Right. That's enough. I'll turn the heat off. So we'll just let a bit of residual heat fry that cheese. And out. And that's kind of what I wanted from that cheese, but it just didn't melt in the same way. So I could have done with another layer of cheese in there, but not to worry. This is going to be lovely, isn't it? Oh, there you go. Right, that squishes out like that. That's kind of what I wanted. That's the one we'll take a picture of. I've done this before, but you can't put too much cheese in because it just turns into a cheesy mess. Well, hot. That's delicious. kind of a success, but a work in progress, I think. Yeah, needs a cheese with a higher fat content in it. But interesting all the same. Right, let's have another go at this. So, fat in the pan, good amount, and then which side we're going to do? That side. And then 25 grams I'm actually going to do this another way as well. So, sparing it on the cheese. I had a bit last night, cold, and it was lovely. So, yeah, so 25 grams. I'm going to do it slightly differently. I had a bit cold last night, and it was lovely. Much nicer cold than it was warm. So, I don't know, can't remember entirely if it needs to be a hot dish or a cold dish. But if it tastes better cold, not as appetizing. I mean, yeah, it's like it looks like yesterday's pizza. Do you know what I mean? That we've had in the fridge overnight. That we've woken up and we've kind of gone, oh, I think I'll just have that pizza for breakfast. So, but it tastes nice. It tastes nice again today. So I had some last night when it was cold, and I had some again today, and it's nice. It's nice. So let's do it in a slightly different way, and then we'll try it cold. Right, and that's crispy. So fold over and smash down. And then I think we'll flip over. So flip over and then flip over again, and then put that bit of cheese on the quarter and fold it in half. And that's what we'll do. Right, so we've got some fat on there, which I want. And then fold over again. So essentially that's 4 layers of pancake, 3 layers of cheese, essentially. And then we'll just press down. And then we'll fold that over again and fry that side. See, it's soaked up a lot of that fat. Fold over there, so crispy, and then we'll let that go cold. And then we'll do one. I've still got some pancake batter left, but I'm not going to do too many of these. It's going to be an unnecessarily long video as it is. So I'm pretend that off there. Try not to make too much washing up for myself. There we go. Right, so that's that one. And I want to do some more fat. And then I want to do just a just in half one. So get the cheese ready. So this is kind of like a test to see if we just have a pancake layer, and then a cheese layer, and then another pancake on top. So we want half that 25 grams of cheese. I think sparingly with the cheese is the best kind of there. And then flip the top over. So this will essentially like having like 2 pancakes and a layer of cheese in between this one, and then we'll just press down, wait till it gets crispy, and then flip over. So we don't need that cheese, I grated it for no reason, not to worry. But I can't imagine what else I'm going to do with this cheese apart from put it in pancakes. probably not. I mean, out of the fridge was nice. Probably room temperature is probably the better temperature to eat it at, I think. I mean, getting hold of ricotta salata, or I've forgotten the name of the cheese again, the Greek cheese, probably kind of quite difficult. But I think grated halloumi, feta, what we call I like crumbled feta. I like to make a feta cream, so to kind of like to I've got some feta in the fridge. I'll have a go. So to make like a paste, like mix up the feta so it goes smooth, and then put that on the pancake. I think maybe instead of having to buy some proper ricotta salata or some of the Greek cheese, I think would be an alternative. I think. It's gone crispy. I don't want it too crispy. It's soaked up all that fat, so there's going to be flavour in that. So that's that. Right. I don't want to cook it any more than that. No, I don't want to cook it any more than that. That's the only danger with the pancakes. I suppose if you were making the pancakes fresh and putting the cheese on, it would be a little bit different. I'm going to do it that way. No, I'm not going to put it on the raw side of a pancake. But anyway, so let those cool slightly. No, we can try them now, can't we? We can try a bit now. Give me a knife. So, and then we'll know if it's a room temperature thing. No, I think I was just putting too much cheese in. I was just putting too much cheese in. So it wants to be 25 grams? 20 grams a layer. Yeah, so 20 grams a layer. I think. So. Yeah. Just need to be less cheese. That's delicious. Yeah, less cheese is the key. So 20 grams a layer. What does that look like? Let's open up that. As opposed to this. Yeah, no, that was slightly less. Yeah, 20 grams a layer. And that's a winner, is that? And then I'll have a go. I've got some more pancake batter mix. And I've got some feta. So we'll make a... we'll puree down some feta. And we'll make a like feta cream. And have another go. So, excessively long video, but I like to work out the process. So I'm not really a fan of, here's one I made earlier. I'm much more interested in the process and getting something right. But, so, long video, but, you know. Right, melted a bit of feta. Just so, I didn't think crumbling it would really kind of quite work. So let's put a little bit on, and then spread it over the pancake, and then we're gonna, is that gonna be one? Let's taste it. I think we can get away with a bit more. I think we can get away with a bit more. And I was thinking what to call these. I think we'll call them Greek pancakes. So, in half, spread the How much was that? That was about 50 grams of the melted feta on the pancake. Pull the pancake over. Ordinarily, I kind of think what I'd do is we can do it either way, can't we? We could do a pancake on the bottom that's got the feta on, and then a pancake on top, and kind of fry it that way. But and then oil in the pan, plenty of oil, which would give us. So if we did 2 pancakes, one on the top, one on the bottom, feta in between, that's going to give us the same effect as this. Pick the side of the pancake that's less cooked to go on the downside of the pan. So we've got a little bit more heating time, and then the idea is that we get it crispy, or hot and crispy. And then we'll have a look at it. We can flip it over a few times, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so you're not the cheese that I use. It's going to be kind of quite hard for most people to get that, unless you've got a mate who's a cheesemonger, or you've got a really good cheesemonger near you. You're not going to be able to find that cheese. I'm just doing a bit of drying it up. That's why I'm banging about that. I'm putting a few things away. I need to come and get it hot, and then so I thought crumbling the feta would be a little bit problematic. It looks a little bit like cheese spread, doesn't it? Let's get the temperature up and get it crispier. Then we'll eat some while it's hot, and then we'll eat some while it's cold, and then we get an idea. I wonder what's in that cheese spread you can buy. And it's not going to be your cheese stuff's not going to be proper cheese. It's going to be like cheese flavouring, and then some kind of emulsified vegetable oil, isn't it? That's more like it. That's crisper. I wonder if we could add some butter to that to make a cheese spread. You know, I find myself thinking that I'll run out of ideas of things that I want to have a faff around with, and then when I'm doing something like this, I do something like that. That makes me have to think about something. I mean, it's not really Greek feta. It's the cheap salad cheese that you get from the supermarket, which is, that's about right, made up of probably more cow's milk. It's got it'll be all cow's milk rather than a ratio of sheep's or goat's milk, which is feta, is proper feta, will be of that kind of ratio. I don't know if feta has to be made in Greece. Don't know. That's off. So but yeah, so it's about the cheapest cheese you can buy. I think it's, what is it? Is it 200 grams? It's about 80p, something like that. That's about as cheap cheese as you can buy. So if we could turn that into something useful, that'd be kind of quite interesting. So, what's it taste like? That's delicious. That's delicious. Yeah, so just with that crispy there. That's lovely. So, shouldn't have put that in my mouth. Oh no. There we go. Make it with a ricotta salata, or we can make it with the proper Greek cheese, which I've forgotten the name of again, or we can melt some feta, and we can do the same with that. That's nice. That's nice. Hot is that? Nice crispy bit there, but interesting. I don't know what any kind of use that is, or what you can do with it, but it's nice. It works. A success? I think so.